Okay, so this is part 2 of my nutso the world is ending rants thing. I mean, like, I don't. Every time I do stuff like this, I'm like always concerned. I'm like, wow, like how crazy am I coming across? Because to me, when I watch myself, I seem completely sane. Like, actually, what I'm saying makes a lot of sense. But I could see some people still being like not convinced. So I'm just gonna I'm just testing my theory. So my theory thus far is that the truth will set you free is a logically consistent sentence linguistically. So if we're basing things if we're basing what's logically consistent off of what's illogically consistent, then the truth will set you free is discernibly true. Okay, let's just this is like the premise I'm going off of. Okay, like, is the truth will set you free a discernibly true sentence, a demonstrably true sentence? So this is me testing it. This is actually like I owe the field of linguistics a lot because it is so trippy. Okay, so basically, I figured this out. A little over a month ago, and I've been testing it. So this whole thing has just been like it's one giant experiment, and so far it's worked. I thought, okay, if the truth will set you free, then I will keep saying the truth over and over and over again, and see if it keeps me out of harm's way, no matter how crazy I am or seem. So so far it's worked. Like, that's nuts. Like, dude, like I literally got arrested. I guess I was acting like a little crazy. I was like yelling at people. Like, it was kind of like funny though. Like, I'm pretty sure most of them like enjoyed it. Like, it was just kind of like hilarious. But like, I don't know, it's just my opinion. I don't know. And like, but everything I said was the truth. Like, I made sure not to lie about anything. And that's not true. I did lie, but they were so insignificant and didn't hurt anybody. Like, genuinely did not hurt anybody that I didn't feel so bad about it. I think a little destruction is fine. I mean, we have fire, and that's a naturally occurring substance, and all it does is destroy, right? So I just think sometimes the tiniest lie, like the tiniest burning up of something is okay, as long as it's in the spirit of creating things and love and life and whatnot. So sorry, that was this is how I justify lies in my mind. Okay, so so anyways, I never really lied. I just kept telling the truth. I kept telling profound truths over and over again. I kept saying like, God is woman, God is woman, God is a woman, and just saying it like over and over and over again. Okay, because and this is logically consistently true. Sorry, I literally look like a crazy person right now. So the reason this works is because it isn't by axiom. This means an indisputable truth. Okay, by axiom, men cannot create life, women can. Okay, and the trade-off is, because everyone's like, wow, men can create life. Why can't men create life? Well, they can't. This is just how it is. They can't. Like, they aren't ever able to. Ever. It's like, it could be like androgynous, but it always has female sex organs. Okay? This is very important. So, the point of this being, sorry for getting all turfy. If this is true, the trade-off is, the major trade-off is that men don't have to die from childbearing, and women often do. It is extremely dangerous to bear children. It is risky. It is one of the highest causes of death among women. Perhaps even the highest. I mean, it's hard to say. So why? It just is creating life, like really creating life, like not robots, not clones, but like life, like actually creating something new. That is living, is extremely risky. So what's up with that? So we can't do it alone. That's why you need men. Men must help us. Like they must help us. They are absolutely imperative to life. But they can't create it. They can't, okay? So as long as men cannot create life, that means that, who did create life, okay? Who created life? Well, it couldn't have been a man. If we're talking about who created all life, then it must be a woman. Only women create life. Only women have the ability to. So I keep saying this to everybody, just hoping that they listen eventually. I just keep hoping that someone listens. And this has been me trying to prove to everybody that God is a woman. God is a woman, because I will continue to say the truth and literally get myself out of everything. Like, literally, I tested it so many times. I'm like, okay, let's see. Like, when I was at the mental health clinic, I'm like, they had every reason to send me back to the United States. Like, they were straight up going to deport me, and I just kept telling them the truth, like, over and over again, and just, like, I don't know, like, sometimes I get really angry, and sometimes I was, like, kind of normal, and then, like, sometimes I was just happy, and, like, I tested it. Like, I literally tested it, and you know what ended up happening? They literally let me walk free, for free. They didn't charge me, with no diagnosis, nothing, like, literally. And like, my friend just, like, came off the street and, like, picked me up, and like I was like, oh, okay, bye. And, like, that was it. Yo, that is fucking crazy. Like, I was, like, arrested. Like, I was acting, like, pretty fucking nuts, and, like, they just let me go. Like, no diagnosis, no pills, no nothing. So, I don't know, man. This is some trippy shit. So, this is me. It's been, I've turned it into, like, a game for myself in order to make it, like, a little more manageable. And because if I think too much about it, I start getting, like, a little worried, because I'm like, fuck, like, if I'm right about this shit, like, that's pretty scary, dude. Like, so yeah, so I've just been fucking telling the truth over and over again. No one fucks with me. It's so fucking crazy. Like, no one fucks with me. Like, I literally walk down the street, like, people move out the way. People are like, oh shit. Like this girl's fucking, like, I don't know who she is. And, like, I don't know. The internet is so limited. Like, I wish y'all could just see, like, the facial expressions I make when I post some shit. I'm just like, oh, like, I'm like, get some, and, like, I don't know, and, like, it's just kind of, like, funny. I really wish you could just film everything, because it's just hilarious. Like, anyways, so this is me filming stuff now, and I started making videos when I was in Japan, so they're really, really good. So I was like, oh shit, like, I should probably just keep fucking going for it. And it's kind of interesting, because I really am convincing people. Like, they haven't been, like, completely convinced, but they're at least, like, interested. Like, I think some people are, like, still like, I don't know. It's got a woman. Yeah. At the very least, it makes you feel something. It's like God is a woman. And you're like, oh shit. Like, I don't know. It's just like some trippy shit. Just saying, like, profound truths are profound. Like we're talking about ideas, like interdimensional ideas. Like we're talking about like different dimensions, literally, and ideas transcend space and time. So I don't know. Maybe this is the wake up. This is the come up for humanity. We were falling off. This is us coming up. Oh, Brett. Like, okay. Anyways, like, so this has been kind of fun. Yeah. So I want to thank Japan and like all the ideas I learned in Japan, because that country is amazing. They're like the last country to widely recognize and practice a pagan religion. Okay? Pagan religions are a relic of the old world when we had like oracles and shit. Okay? I'm not making this up. Like, this is how we did it. Like, this is how we survived all those years. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, if we existed for like 190,000 years, maybe even longer than that. And patriarchy, I mean, like, okay, so we've existed 200,000 years. Patriarchy has existed maybe 12,000 to 7,000 years. So, how are we able to live that long? Like, just think about it. Like, we were able to live for almost 200,000 years without dying. And then, suddenly, I don't know. I mean, this is just my theory. If we're going off of my theory, that before patriarchy, before civilization as we know it, that we were a completely perfect, evolutionarily stable species, then it makes no sense that why in the past, like only in the past couple hundred years, we're going to destroy everything. Okay, like, this makes sense. Like, it just makes sense. Like, we went that long, and then all of a sudden, like, the past couple hundred years, we've been destroying everything. Like, what? No, it doesn't make sense. You're not making sense. This makes sense. Sorry. It doesn't make sense mathematically. It doesn't make sense logically. It doesn't make sense scientifically. Nothing about it makes sense. So, I don't know. I guess this is... I think my proofs stand true in other ways, but also, you know, we're getting into anthropology. I think there's a lot of evidence to show that we were healthier a couple thousand years ago, actually. But some people might disagree. But either way, you're wrong. Like, you're so wrong. Like it doesn't make sense. Okay. We're destroying everything. Patriarchy is destroying everything. Men should never possess women, ever, in any shape or form. This is a backwards society. It's a backwards world. It's messed up. It's pretty much like bottom down instead of top up, or top down, or bottom up instead of top down. Well, like, pretty much like the men should be the caretakers for society. But they are more physical than they are spiritual, I'd say, in a lot of ways. And that's just how it is, right? So they could be more spiritual than physical. It's possible. It's totally possible. In which case, those would be like shamans or something like that. I don't know. But the overwhelming majority of them are more physical than spiritual. And it's the opposite for women. And then probably the most spiritual beings we have in our society are children. Yay! So children are the ultimate master builders. Like literally masters of the physical and spiritual world. They hear the wind whisper. They hear trees talk. They can talk to animals. They are absolutely beautiful, like perfect minds. Okay, spotless minds. So So there you go. The Japanese, I don't actually know if I'm allowed to say this, but this is like a Japanese kind of cultural secret. Hopefully I don't get in trouble. But the Japanese do believe that there are kami, that there are small gods in every child. So that's a huge part of the reason. I'm not saying that they haven't committed war crimes, but that is actually the main reason for Japan's success. And you see it being obscured and sort of perverted through pornography, but it is the Japanese cultural way to prioritize children in childhood. Ta-da! Like, I literally learned this from the Japanese. Yay! So I literally traveled across the world, learned something fucking awesome, and then came back because I wanted to, like, tell everyone about it. And that sounds like fucking nuts, but like whatever. Like seriously, if that's like, there's so many nuts things in the world. Like honestly, it's pretty freaking tame. Like comparatively, it's just very tame. So yeah, sorry, I'm talking really loudly now. Anyways, yeah. So now I can show you some Japanese things. So I got this in Japan. It's very cute. It's Hello Kitty. And then these are tissues that I got at the supermarket in Japan. It's Guratama. And yeah. And then I got this in Kyoto. I actually don't know what that says. I don't know what that character is. But this right here means Kyoto. It's just a fancy city in Japan that I would love to go back to one day. So, yeah. So I went to Japan, I learned Japanese, some Japanese, and found out what makes Japan so different. And I figured it out. And then it sort of started to unravel from there. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Oh, yeah, I got this in Korea, actually. This is Totoro. It's so cute. So yeah, everyone thinks I'm crazy, but I'm not actually crazy. It's just that like, it was like a combination of reading the works of Andrea Dworkin, rap music, Kanye, Eminem, because they're the fucking greatest, and then Japan. Oh, Kid Cudi too. Kid Cudi represent. Anyways, Man on the Moon. Anyways, so Japan, a little bit of pot came here like a little bit of pot, like shit, dude, like fuck, like, and so then I got arrested because I was acting nuts, and then I ended up in a mental clinic, and then that's when I started to concoct my plan, like, like what can I fuck up from sitting inside, like, probably one of the safest places in the world. Because everywhere else is pretty fucking scary. And then in there, that mental health clinic is probably like, literally because of the consistent meals, consistent bed, consistent shelter. Like, I mean, there's a reason everyone is trying to be in there, even people who aren't sick. Like, so I had no real reason to be arrested. I think they're overreacting. That's just my personal opinion. I mean, I was acting pretty fucking crazy. I don't know, it's debatable. But I don't think, let's just say it was a rational decision. It actually was a rational decision. I was making a rational decision that looked crazy. And then pretty much I just spent a month proving that to them. Like, intellectualism, like the ability to debate things, is just like, it's just an art form. Like, it's just absolutely beautiful. Like, yeah, so thank you, Plato, thank you, Aristotle, thank you, Mr. Ritchie. Yeah. So now I'm at 20 minutes. Maybe I should cut this off and then I'll start another video. You don't have to watch it if you don't want to. Like, it's just me talking about crazy shit. But hopefully it's like kind of enlightening. Like, seriously, this is some cool shit, guys. Like, whoa. Anyways, bye. Bye.